So I'm at the charging station, guys. Oh man. All right. Since Ticket wouldn't let me talk, you know, I Ticket don't let me talk for shit. I said, let me get my complete thoughts out. He wouldn't allow me to get the full narrative out. So this is going to be my message out of love. Fair warning to everybody. Not taking shots. If you take it personally, that means it's meant for you. Okay? I've watched not everybody's video because I had the kids today at grandma's house. We've been playing, doing a whole bunch of family stuff, eating dinner, etc., etc. So I haven't listened to everybody's video, but I think I've listened to a fair share, right? And I'll just want to be honest, be free and honest with you guys. There's a level of decorum that we must have as media members. Now, I understand if you just want to not go to fights and cover fights from your living room and just talk shit how you want to talk about it. But if you want to be credible, if you want to take your life to the next level, take your media stuff to the next level, and to be candidly honest, I had to learn this on my own. You understand? I was real rough around the edges, guys. Always quick to fight. You know, some people may call it Napoleon complex. Some people may call it being black in America. Your choice. Feel free to label me however you want it. Your labels don't really infringe upon how I feel about myself. Now, so I really had to learn. Like, if you knew me in high school, you knew I was quick to fight. If you knew me in middle school, shit. I got kicked out of Washington High School. Jean Lamont, Miss Lamont kicked me out of Washington High School because I punched the teacher. You know what I mean? So I was always quick to fight and quick to react, you know what I mean? And didn't win every fight, but that's just who I was as a kid. And it may come from being a latchkey kid. And I'm being vulnerable and honest with you guys because I want you guys to I want this video to be a cathartic experience for you guys, right? And so maybe being a latchkey kid, not having a father, maybe that may have had something to do with the reason why I'm telling you guys I had to learn this on my own. College helped me out a great deal. You understand, getting out of their environment and being in a different environment, which forced me to clasp on to other cultures, other people, other ethnicities, etc. moving forward. Now, I preface that statement to say this. We have to carry ourselves in a certain decorum. And I told Ticket, I was trying to articulate this to Ticket today too. And since me and Ticket was live today and I saw the comments in the comment section, and I'm comfortable with you guys saying Ticket won the debate. I'm comfortable with all of that. But at the end of the day, these fighters, these promoters, these managers deserve a level of respect. All right? If they have a first name, call them by their first name. If you don't want to call them by their first name, if you can't tell them to their face, because everybody that covers boxing, whether you're covering it from your couch, whether you're covering it from wherever you're covering it, from a Tesla station, a Tesla charging station like I am currently, we all have the opportunity to confront anybody we want in boxing because we know where they're at Thursday through Sunday every weekend, right? And I said all that to say, if you want to call someone out of their name, you have an obligation, and I say this genuinely, you have an obligation to go see that man, all right, and tell that man how you really feel. But if you're consistently calling people out of their name, I don't call boxers out of their names. I don't, like how I said, boxers are not afraid of people. The first time I've ever saw fear in today's covering boxing was Anthony Joshua. That's the first time I ever saw it. I don't think no fighter is afraid. I think they make business decisions. I can go left and make $10 million versus going right and making $5 million. I understand that and I respect that. You understand? And I try my best to balance me developing relationships with the fighters and being 100% loyal to you guys. And it's tough. It's tough sometimes, but I know that you guys understand my dilemma. It's not a dilemma. It's not a dilemma per se, but for the sake of what's been going on the last 48 hours, we'll call it a dilemma. So you guys understand. You guys know my true intention. So I'm going off of that premise. I'm going to believe in that right now. These fighters deserve that much respect, right? And that's why I did the video last week about put down the fucking chicken. If you're going to challenge these fighters, if you're going to challenge these fighters and be disrespectful and distasteful, you bet not be 300 pounds and out of shape. And you better, if you're consistently disrespecting these fighters, you got to use your money and go see these people. As I told you guys a year and a half ago when them emails came out, I says, don't worry, guys. They're going to be on the B side of a PBC fight, and guess who's going to be there? Don't you know I would have made $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 going to cover Floyd Mayweather in Toronto that weekend? Don't you guys know that? 1,000%. All I had to do was say, call Floyd and be like, hey, Floyd, let me hang out with you for 3 days. Don't you know I could have got video after video after video after video on Floyd? I'll make Donis Stevenson fought Badu Jack that weekend. Don't you know how cool I am with that team, with that camp? I could have followed them around as much as I wanted to do if I so choose it. And I could have made 3 times the money I made that weekend in the DMV versus Toronto. But you know what? It was an integrity thing to me. It was about the culture. It was about us. It was about me saying, you know what? I finally got a chance to get Oscar. Finally. He's been avoiding me. I've called him. I've emailed him. I train where there's 60% golden boy fighters. I'm telling you guys. And I said, I finally got him. I'm going to use my money, use my personal resources, right? To go down to the DMV and ask Oscar about those emails and tell him how I really feel about him. I didn't get a chance to really go. You guys saw them, but you guys know. But see, you know how hard it was for me to get that 1 minute with Oscar? You know how hard it was? Oscar wasn't doing interviews, wasn't meeting the press. He snuck in. When I say he snuck in the arena, he snuck in the arena. All right? He knew I was there. They were prepared for me. No lie, for real. And that's where the integrity comes in at. All right, we gotta have integrity, and I'm talking to my allies, I'm talking to my adversaries, I'm talking to everyone. All right, we got to have a level of decorum where we can facilitate dialogue. No one's fighting nobody these days. Let me tell you, professional fighters will not waste their time and fight a civilian. You're gonna sue them. All right, they're gonna get a police report. No professional fighters don't fight in public for the most part, man. They talk a good game, but they know their bluff game is their best game, and they lean on their image. Ain't nobody out here dumb enough to fight a professional fighter. You know what I mean? In their element. I'm not saying you're afraid of them. Don't mistake that for fear, all right? But at the end of the day, I mean what I say when I say this. These guys deserve a level of respect, and we are obligated to give it to them. If you're going to be disrespectful or distasteful and call them out of their name, and you got to go see that man. I'm just affirming, but I've been saying that since I had 1 subscriber. You got to go see that man. I'm actually charging my station at the Fox Hills Mall. If you guys can see, I'm trying to raise my phone up, but if I take it off the charger, it's going to die. I'm at the Fox Hills Mall right now charging my Tesla. And 3 months ago, I had a problem with Big Baby Miller. And I said in my video, I can't call him a bitch ass nigga. I can't do it. The reason why I can't do it, because if I do it, I got to go see that man. I have to go see Big Baby Miller. I must and I will. All right? And I didn't call him that. I was thinking, I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't thinking it, but I couldn't do it. I can't do that. I just had to say what he did was wrong. And lo and behold, a month ago, if you guys remember my video, I run into Big Baby Miller at the Fox Hills Mall. And I said, holy cow. I'm going to give you guys quote for quote what I said to Big Baby Miller. I said, holy cow. Look who I've been wanting to run. I've been meaning to run into you. I've been trying to get your phone number for months. I have Big Baby Miller's phone number now. We actually text each other. And what I will say, the first thing I said to him, I says, man, that thing you did was wrong. From man to man, that was wrong. And when we went on it, I'm just going to tell you the very first thing I said to him outside of, man, I've been looking for you, was the very next line, and he will attack. I don't lie to you guys when I have conversations, because this shit stays on record, right? I don't want Big Baby come to me and say, oh, you're lying. No, I said, I thought what you said, what you and 50 Cent did to Deontay Wilder was wrong, and it wasn't manlike. And that's how the conversation started. That's just real talk. And that's what men do. At the end of the day, boxing, I gotta tell you guys, boxing is the candy. I want all of us to grow and fulfill our own potential. Whether you want to be a policeman, a lawyer, a doctor, own property, be a school teacher, be a great high school coach, be a great mentor in your community, open up a non-profit, be a boxer, be a professional basketball player, be one of the greatest journalists that ever existed. You guys have that options, all right? But there must be a level of integrity. And a lot of you guys are going to rebuttal. Oh, you can call these fighters any fucking thing you want. If you do, you got to go see that man. That's how I grew up. My uncle, like, I spoke to 78 today. If I disrespected one of my uncle's friends and they was drinking, they were smoking, playing, you guys know that Friday night scene, right? Everybody, well, it's a black experience when we ate fish on Fridays. They got drunk and played spades and bid whist, whatever they did, right? If I don't give a fuck how old I was, whether I was 8 or whether I was 15. My uncles would never ever let me disrespect their drunk friend. And everybody know he was a local drunk. He wasn't based, quote unquote, he wasn't shit. But I couldn't open up my mouth. You know what my uncle would do? He would slap the shit out of me. And it's happened to me a few times. You can't do, there must be a level of respect we must have. That man was 50 years old and I was 15. We don't know how he got to position he's in, but Friday night is about a level of respect and it's about fellowship. And that's what that Friday night was. We had our catfish, we had our red snapper, whatever we ate, and we played cards, we played bid whist, and I'm in the back room playing with my cousins. You guys know the scene. In the summertime, you guys know what's up on Friday night. We watch VH1 Top 20 with Donnie Simpson. You know, he had the green eyes and shit. We watched the countdown. Y'all know what it was in the 80s. Y'all know what Friday night was in the 80s and Black America. That's what it was, man. Donnie Simpson, right? Donnie Simpson on BET, right? Y'all remember that Top 20? Yeah, man, that shit was the shit. Knocking the Boots was #1 for a long period of time. What else was #1 for a long period of time in the 90s? Blackstreet had the #1 song for a long time. Like I'm really like feeling those Friday nights. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the level of respect we must have. And this is a strong, firm message from a guy who's made those mistakes. Okay? Firm. All right? There is a level of respect that we must have as journalists, because at the end of the day, no one just well, maybe 9 out of 10 of us, 8.5 out of 10 of us don't just want to report from our couch in our living room, or from my car, or from my Tesla station. We want to advance this in life. There is an ultimate goal. There is a bigger goal. Whether you want to turn your YouTube page into a promotion company, a PR company, a media company, you have all these options. But you're going to cut off the head if you consistently disrespect your primary audience. All right? And I know it came, now listen, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about personal accountability. I know things may be said or thrown at us, but I'm talking about how we must respond. And remember, it's always about the action. It's always about the action. If you're going to call a man out of his name and be disrespectful towards his son, I mean, like blatant disrespect, you have to personally use your resources to go see that man. That's how I was raised. That's who I am. All right? What, Ness is 6'7", 6'6"? I didn't flinch when it came. I didn't flinch. Ness will tell you, I didn't flinch. I mean, I'm not rehashing it. I'm just talking about the character of a man. The character of a man should never, ever fucking take a day off. All right? And I'm saying this out of love. I'm saying this out of personal accountability. Y'all can hate me. Y'all can love me. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. But I have real, genuine intentions when I'm delivering this message. All right? It's a real, sincere spot for me. All right? And because I have a leg on both sides of the fence, I think I am the most prominent person to say this and deliver this message to you guys. All right? I am unwavering on my personal relationships. I don't care. Boxing is the candy. Listen. Like I give the example of well, you guys, there's too many examples. You guys can go through my videos. But at the end of the day, these boxers, these promoters, don't call them out of their name if you're not going to tell it to them in person. And you know where they are Thursday through Sunday, Wednesday through Thursday. You know where they are. You know what gym they train at. Get $300 and go see the man. The same way that YouTuber thought he could beat up Deontay Wilder. You need to go see that. Like that's just how that's just what I'm breaded on, man. I'm a firm believer in that. The same way I had an issue with Fight Hype and Fight Hub, I went and saw them. All right? Personally. I didn't make it a YouTube beef or an Instagram beef or no. I got to go see you. You got to come see me. Win or lose, you got to come see me. You're not knocking me out with one punch. I mean, I shouldn't say impossible. It can happen. But it's going to be a fight. All right? And I'm not leveraging this conversation towards creating a fight. I'm leveraging this conversation about there's a level that we must have. There's only one person that I've been disrespectful towards, right? Disrespectful towards without the facts. And that's Oscar De La Hoya. And 9 out of 10 of my videos are facts. But I would fight Oscar at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. I am unafraid of Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not boxing the motherfucker. Now, let's get that clear. I'm not putting on the glove and box. No. We getting on it. I'm putting him on the ground and we gonna tussle. We gonna roll. We gonna tussle. You can elbow me. You can do. I'm not standing up and fighting Oscar. That's one thing that I know. I'm not doing that. All right. Now, I said all that to say, as I digress and come back home, I got about 15 more minutes left at this station. We must do our due diligence. We must be accountable. All right. And we got to do this for the love of the sport and must have integrity. All right. And feel free to disagree with me. But in the morning, rewatch this video and you will fully understand where I'm coming from. All right. I wanted to say this on Ticket's thing, but Ticket always cut me off. He never let me finish. He never ever let me finish. Like, it's like you're right, you win. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind if I win or lose a debate. I'm comfortable with that. I'm just going to spill my truth, tell my truth. And all the young YouTubers, listen, where we're going, like for real, where we're going is to a place where we're going to be able to monetize and eat and potentially create generational wealth. I have no doubt in that. I have no doubt in the power of quote-unquote black media. I have no doubt in the power of the people I call my allies with on this YouTube and Instagram and this media. I have no doubt in the power and the trajectory and where we're going. I have no doubt in it. Although we're our own LLC, like my money is my money on YouTube, their money is their money. I understand all of that, but the purpose and the mission statement, and you guys feel the momentum. We ain't gonna stop this momentum because we want to call people out of their name and be disrespectful. No. It's all, every night is game night for us. Every night is game night. And I did a video on this. You never ever fuck up the momentum on game day. All right. We'll talk about it Sunday morning. Everybody gonna be Monday morning quarterback. All right. That's what we gonna do. All right. And I hate to bring up, well, it's high school football too. So, but anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man, personal accountability. Personal accountability. And I say this as real as I can be. I was that kid, man. I'm telling you. I was that kid. I need to interview my 7th grade teacher. My 7th grade teacher would tell you, Mr. Darren Craig Early, man. Man, the first black man, he went to a HBCU. The first black man, he was a 23-year-old school teacher. I was in 7th grade at Horseman Middle School. One of the more powerful men I ever had in my life. He will tell you who the hell I was in the 7th grade. I didn't take, what? I didn't care about my mama couldn't hurt me. My mom worked 2 jobs. What's she going to do? Hit me and go to work? As soon as she go to work, what am I going to do? I'm going to run them streets. I ain't had nothing to worry about. My mom will slap me. It's okay. You going to work in 30 minutes. You ain't got no time. I was a latchkey kid. You know what I mean? So anyways, my mom did the best she could. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's personal accountability. It's about love. And I genuinely believe I am the right person to deliver this message. You can tell the truth, right? But you can't be disrespectful and consistently call men out their names for years and years and years and not expect them to respond to you as a man, right? So barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and talk to you soon. Peace.